cannot be real.
The reason I didn't think it was AI is because it looks like the stomach is fake, where the baby, I swear.
Happening with Meghan Markle and the mystery surrounding Archie's birth. What started as whispers has now erupted into full-blown drama, and honestly it's becoming way bigger than just royal gossip. I thought this cannot be real. The reason I didn't think it was AI is because it looks like the stomach is fake where the baby, I swear. Because now a woman has stepped forward. Not just with rumors but with a claim. She says she was paid to carry Archie and then disappear. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't just some thirsty celeb chasing a reality show deal or book promo. She says she was promised money, protection and silence, and for years she held up her end. She played the background, stayed hidden, stuck to the deal, but now she's done being quiet. She's not going on talk shows or trying to land a Netflix special. She's talking because she feels used, and when someone starts mentioning things like lawyers, broken agreements and confidentiality promises, that's when the media and the public perks up. Here's where it gets even messy. Meghan and Harry dead silent. No PR statement, no snappy Instagram clapbacks, not even a no comment. And when
saying that he's 2 weeks older, and so I thought maybe that would allow time to wean the baby away from a birth mother if a surrogate was used. It would make sense, but instead of lying to the world, why not just say, we want a baby, we're having a baby, and we're using a surrogate.
About something this explosive, people start to whisper. Is it fear? Is it guilt? Is it true? Because let's get real for a second, this isn't about judging someone for using a surrogate. Most people today totally fine with that. Celebs use them all the time. It's 2025, not 1955, but paying someone off to disappear and covering it up like it never happened, that crosses into shady territory. So are you saying that he's 2 weeks older? And so I thought maybe that would allow time to wean the baby away from a birth mother. If a surrogate was used, it would make sense, but instead of lying to the world, why not say we want a baby? We're having a baby and we're using a surrogate. This isn't about.
Seems that there is a complete unwillingness to make sacrifices for the family, particularly in public or anything else. So I think when you believe you're the main character, you don't need to make sacrifices. Everybody should see how important you are, and they should listen to you, and what you have to say is, the be what everybody pays attention to.
After she married into the royal family, it felt like she didn't leave Hollywood. She just brought her Hollywood training to the palace. So when this woman stepped forward claiming to be Archie's real surrogate, a lot of people didn't scoff. They nodded, because suddenly all those things that felt a little off during her pregnancy, they don't look like quirks anymore. They look like clues. The weirdly secretive pregnancy, the way her bump seemed to change size from one appearance to the next, the strange angles and photos, the lack of a classic hospital photo, the overstyled baby bump shoots, all those little red flags that people chalked up to royal rules or even media racism. Now they're being re-examined with a whole new lens. That very much seems that there is a complete unwillingness to make sacrifices for the family, particularly in public or anything else. So I think when you believe you're the main character, you don't need to make sacrifices. Everybody should see how important you are, and they should listen to you, and what you have to say is, that be what everybody pays attention to. And when people look back now, they don't just see a fashion-forward mom to be after, they see something manufactured. Remember the overproduced pregnancy announcements, the photos that felt more like brand campaigns than family moments, the filtered lighting, the polished poses, the captioned messages that looked like they were written by a PR team that wasn't sharing joy, it was controlling Perception. Then came the big moment. Archie's birth, but where was the fanfare? No traditional hospital steps photo, no. Glimpse of Meghan holding Archie in a hospital gown like other royal moms. Before her just a glossy photo op days. Later with a tightly swaddled baby and two parents who looked fresh enough to walk a red carpet. It didn't feel real, it felt scripted. Now with this woman speaking out, claiming she was the royal carrier and got paid to disappear, the puzzle starts clicking into place. And Meghan and Harry, they've hit a crossroads. They can stay silent and hope the storm passes, or step forward and try to clean up the mess. But if they thought this would blow over with time, they've miscalculated badly, because this woman, she's not hiding in the shadows. She's reportedly spilling dates, details, contracts and compensation amounts. She's not just making noise, she's backing it up, and that's what makes this whole situation so dangerous for Meghan. This isn't just someone trying to stir up drama. This is someone who was allegedly there living it, and now says she was tossed aside like a liability once her job was done. She's not delusional. She's naming names, quoting conversations, talking about hush-hush meetings with lawyers, and people are listening. Worse, she's hinting that she might drop proof, text recordings, documents, and suddenly Meghan's silence, it starts to look a whole lot more like fear. Because here's the thing, Meghan's always been in control. Her image, her message, her brand, from Hollywood red carpets to royal sit-downs to Spotify and Netflix deals. Everything's been tightly managed. That's what's made her such a polarizing figure. So this scandal, it threatens to blow everything up, because if this woman's story checks out, Meghan didn't just hide the truth, she created a new reality for the public to believe. She performed motherhood, she sold authenticity, and if that was all a lie, the backlash will be brutal. People are already digging up old videos, Meghan squatting oddly in heels while very pregnant, her bump slipping during appearances, the whole moon bump theory that was once laughed off as conspiracy, it's suddenly not so funny anymore, and now the theory gaining traction isn't that Meghan was trying to stay private, it's that she was trying to control perception, because in Hollywood, pregnancy can be the death of a public image. Swollen ankles, postpartum changes, being unavailable to the camera, it's all a PR nightmare. Meghan knew that she lived that world, so if she used a surrogate to maintain the perfect mom look and then erased that woman from the narrative, that's not just deceit, that's strategic manipulation. And none of this has gone to court yet, but in the court of public opinion, Meghan's losing ground fast, and her silence, it's not helping. Meanwhile, people are starting to wonder, where's Harry in all this, the once beloved royal rebel, the husband who walked away from his crown for the woman he loved, the man who was supposed to be fiercely protective of his family. It was candid. Did he know? Was he in on the plan from the start, or is he just as lost as the rest of us? Because if he knew and said nothing, that's complicity. But if he didn't, that's a whole new level of betrayal inside their own marriage. Either way, it's not a good look. And Meghan, people aren't just calling her secretive anymore, they're calling her calculating. Every choreographed interview, every media deal, every staged candidate is now under scrutiny. The cracks in her carefully crafted image are showing. Supporters say she's protecting her privacy, but there's a difference between privacy and secrecy. Privacy is saying this is personal. Secrecy is pretending something never happened, and if a surrogate really did carry Archie, many could have understood if she'd just been honest, but hiring someone, paying them off, and erasing her from the story, that's not protecting a family, that's protecting a brand. And here's where things turn catastrophic. Meghan isn't just a celebrity, she was a royal. Everything she does affects the crown. If there's any truth to the surrogate story, it could shake the very idea of royal legitimacy. Was the palace involved? Did Meghan and Harry lie to the public and the monarchy? Still no denial. No lawyer, nothing, just silence, and it's making people suspicious. Everyone's watching now, waiting to see if the woman claiming to be the surrogate reveals herself, if she shows receipts, texts, contracts, calls. It's game over. Meghan and